Hi everybody, this is Lisa, and it's time again for another Verbling class, and I want to welcome everybody to class in this hour. It is going to be a reading, listening, and speaking class because we're going to be reading. I will be reading out loud so you can listen to me read. You're going to be reading out loud so you can practice your pronunciation. And then we're going to be talking about the ideas in the article. So this will be a good class for you guys who want to practice your English, who want to practice all those different things in English. And you can even do some writing if you want as well in the chat. So we'll be covering all the basic things that you do in another language: reading, speaking, listening, and writing. So if you have a reservation, you can go ahead and click on the Join Class button and use your reservation that you got earlier. And if you do not have a reservation and you have some tickets because you are a premium member, or you have some tickets that you got from some other ways, then you can go ahead and use a ticket, one ticket, to get into class. And if you don't have any tickets, and you don't have any way to get any tickets, then you can watch the class. It's streaming live, and so we'll be talking and reading, and you can watch us, and you can also chat over here in the Verbling chat. So, hi there, Aisha. How are you doing?
Good, thank you, Lisa.
Good. And Rodolfo, how are you doing? Rodolfo, I don't hear you. Maybe your microphone is muted.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. Well, let's see who shows up. It's a Friday evening. Maybe it's not the best time for language learning for some people. They're out doing other things. It's actually 7 p.m. where I am. I am in Washington State in the United States. And Aisha, tell us what time it is in Montreal.
10 p.m.
10 p.m. Okay. And Rodolfo, where are you?
I'm from Monterrey, Mexico.
Oh, Mexico. Oh, so what is it, 9 o'clock there or something? Or?
Yes, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Okay, great. So not too late for everybody. So there were some more people who had some reservations, but maybe they're going to show up a little bit later. Oh, there's Ricardo. Hi, Ricardo. How are you? I'm going to put the article, the link, in the Verbling chat so everybody can go and open it up, and then we'll be able to read it together. Hi, Ricardo. How are you? We can't hear you. Maybe your microphone is muted. We can check on that. Okay, maybe something is going on. Okay, well, you can work on that. Looks like a lot of people are opening up the documents. So we're going to be doing taking turns like usual, and I'm going to be reading first. And so I want to get started. We could wait a little bit longer for some more people to show up, but I don't think that's necessary. People know if they made reservations, and most people know that the Verbling classes start on the hour, every hour. So if you want to join a class, the best time to join is in the beginning, so you get your full hour and you get to take advantage of the full time. But I understand that sometimes you can't make it right on time, so you can come in later. You can come in at any time during the class. You can check it out first. If you're not sure if you want to stick around, you can read along a little bit with us, and then you can jump in. Again, if you are a premium member, you just click on the Join Class. It's a ticket, but you should have plenty of tickets if you're a premium member. So let's get started so we can use our time together so you guys can get the most benefit out of this hour. Okay. All right. Aisha and Ricardo and Rodolfo and I are going to be reading this article and discussing it. And if anybody wants to join, you are welcome to join at any time. So this article I took from Inc.com. So Inc. stands for Incorporated, and it's a magazine. And they have lots of different articles about business and different types of aspects of business. So you might see articles in there about marketing, leadership, human resources, entrepreneurship, hiring, firing, anything that has to do with starting a business, running a business, owning a business, working in a business. That's what this magazine is about. And so I know there are a lot of people out there. In the last class we talked about the fact that a lot of people nowadays are learning English because you want to get a better job. You want to be able to have more job opportunities in your life. And so if you like to work in a business, like a corporation or something, and you want to learn more English business terms, then checking out this magazine online might be a good thing for you, because it has a lot of articles, and in those articles you'll get lots and lots of good business vocabulary. So let's get started here. I will read first. The title is 8 Things You Should Not Do Every Day. And it's written by this guy Jeff Hayden, and I put the copyright stuff down at the bottom because I did not write this article, so it does have a copyright, and we're just using it for educational purposes here. And so if you guys are interested in him or more, you can learn about him by reading this and going directly to the site. Okay, here we go. 8, let me get there. 8 Things You Should Not Do Every Day by Jeff Hayden. It's for your own good. Cut these things out of your day and you'll see gains in productivity, not to mention happiness. If you get decent value from making to-do lists, you'll get huge returns in productivity, in improved relationships, and in your personal well-being from adding these items to your not to-do list. Okay, Aisha, why don't you read that part first for us?
It's for your own good. Cut these things out of your day and you will see gains in productivity, not to mention happiness. If you get decent value from making to-do lists, you will get huge returns in productivity, in improved relationships, and in your personal well-being from adding these items to your not-to-do list.
Yes. Okay, there's some things in here that I would like to go over first. Do you know what it means, Aisha, for your own good?
Yes.
How would you say that? If something is for your own good, what does that mean?
That means it's good for you.
Yeah, right. Okay. And that's what you'll hear parents say that a lot to their children, or maybe students hear it from their teachers. They want to say, I'm only telling you for your own good. So
Yeah.
They want to help you, right? Okay. So he's trying to help us out here. This is for your own good, he says. Cut these things out of your day. So that means get rid of them. Don't do these things. And if you don't do these things anymore, you'll see gains. A gain is an improvement or like more. So you'll get more productivity, and not to mention, that's a phrase, not to mention it means like and also happiness. So you're going to get more productivity and happiness if you do not do these things that he's going to tell us here in a minute. If you get decent value, it means like okay, like the value, just it's if you like making to-do lists, then you'll get huge returns. So when we talk about a return, a lot of times we talk about return on investment. So you put in a little bit of time, and what is the outcome? That's your return. So he's saying if you do not do these things, it's going to be really helpful for you. All right, you're going to have better productivity, better relationships, and better well-being. You're going to feel better. Okay. So let's see what these things are. Number 1, every day make the commitment not to 1. Check my phone while I'm talking to someone. You've done it. You've played the "is that your phone? Oh, it must be mine" game. You tried the "you think sly but actually really obvious" downwards glance. You've done the "wait, let me answer this text" thing. Maybe you didn't even say wait. You just stopped talking, stopped paying attention, and did it. Want to stand out? Want to be that person everyone loves because they make you feel when they're talking to you like you're the most important person in the world? Stop checking your phone. It doesn't notice when you aren't paying attention. Other people, they notice, and they care. Okay, Rodolfo, why don't you read all of that number 1 for us?
Yes, teacher. Sorry for the noise in the background.
No, I didn't hear it.
Okay.
It's okay.
Let me scroll down. Multitask during a meeting.
Nope, number 1.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, every day make the commitment not to. That part.
Oh, when I'm talking to someone. Yes, could you please put it in the screen? Put it in the screen. So.
Yeah, it's in my screen. So click on my box, and then you'll be able to see.
Yes. I can see it, but it's on the multitask during a meeting.
That's weird. That's not what I'm seeing.
The easiest way to be the smartest. Oh, okay. Check my phone?
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Check my phone while I'm talking to someone. You've done it. You played the game. You played the "is that your phone? Oh, it must be mine" game. You've tried the "you think sly but actually really obvious" downwards glance. You've done the "wait, let me answer this text" thing. Maybe you didn't even say wait. You just stopped talking, stopped paying attention, and did it. Want to stand out? Want to be that person everyone loves because they make you feel they make you feel when they are talking to you like you are the most important person in the world? Stop checking your phone. It doesn't notice when you aren't paying attention. Other people, they notice and they care.
Right. Okay. So why does he recommend to stop checking your phone? Rodolfo.
Because sometimes when you're talking to other people that are important to you,
yeah,
they might be they might think that you are not paying attention to them. And well, when you're checking your phone, you're like not showing interest and not paying attention to the conversation. So it's better to hear what other people have to say.
Yeah.
And yes, stop checking the phone.
Yeah. So Aisha, do you ever check your phone when you're talking to one of your friends?
I try not to.
Sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering, since we only have 2 people in the class, we can talk a lot more. So so I'm wondering, do you ever feel offended, Aisha, if somebody does that to you?
A little bit, but I try to not be so offended because I think sometimes I do the same thing, but I try to say, excuse me, let me answer the text message when it's important. When it's not, I don't answer. But sometimes you just, I think it's automatically when you receive a text message, you want to answer now.
Yeah.
But I try not to.
Yeah. What about you, Rodolfo? Do you ever do that, or what do you do with your phone when you're talking with people?
No, I just don't check my phone very very often. I usually, when I'm talking to someone,
Mm-hmm.
I just pay attention to what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I try to look them at the eyes to let them know that I'm paying attention to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, that's what they're talking about. And remember, this is especially for like business. So I imagine if you're with somebody like a colleague or your boss or something, you probably wouldn't likely do that. But nowadays, it seems really hard for people. So these are the funny things that he says. Oh, it must be mine. You know, like you're doing all these things. You think you're sly. So sly means like you think you're doing it so that nobody can really tell, but you're looking down. The glance, that word glance, down glance means you're looking down at your phone and you're trying to be inconspicuous is a word that means like you're trying to make it so that nobody knows what you're doing. But actually it's pretty obvious. It's pretty apparent. Everybody knows what you're doing. You're trying to figure out if somebody's texting you and what they're saying. Yeah, so basically you stop paying attention to them. You guys probably know what that means, paying attention. But the reason why he's telling it, like what Adolfo said, you want to make people feel like they're important. Because what can happen with people is, you know, they might feel like, well, I don't want to even talk to you because you keep checking your phone. So I must not be very important to you. But especially in a business situation, you want to make sure that you are paying attention. And in fact, that's going to be good for you because people will then like you. They'll like talking to you. They'll trust you more probably because they are going to think that you care about them. And they'll care about you. Okay. Number 2 is multitask during a meeting. So remember, this is the thing not to do. The easiest way to be the smartest person in the room is to be the person who pays the most attention to the room. You'll be amazed by what you can learn, both about the topic of the meeting and about the people in the meeting, if you stop multitasking and start paying close attention. You'll flush out and understand hidden agendas. You'll spot opportunities to build bridges, and you'll find ways to make yourself indispensable to the people who matter. It's easy because you'll be the only one trying, and you'll be the only one succeeding on multiple levels. Okay, Aisha, why don't you read that one for us, number 2.
Okay. The easiest multitasking during a meeting. The easiest way to be the smartest person in the room is to be the person who pays the most attention to the room. You'll be amazed by what you can learn, both about the topic of the meeting and about the people in the meeting if you stop multitasking and start paying close attention. You will flush out and understand hidden agendas. You will spot opportunities to build bridges, and you will find ways to make yourself indispensable to the people who matter. It's easy because you will be the only one trying, and you will be the only one succeeding on multiple levels.
Yeah. So basically, he's just saying, like, stop doing other things. So that's what multitasking is when you're trying to do many things at the same time. And there's lots of research that shows that the brain cannot really multitask. You actually can only pay attention to one thing at a time. And when people are trying to multitask, they don't do as well. So he's saying this is an easy way to be the smartest person in the room because you're going to be paying attention while other people are probably not. All right, let's see if there's anything in here you guys need help with. You'll be amazed what you can learn about the topic. So that's about the subject of the meeting, what the meeting is about. You'll flush out. When you flush and understand, that means you'll be able, because you're paying attention, you might be able to listen to people's words a little bit more and notice how they're speaking, and you'll be able to understand if somebody is having a hidden agenda. That they are saying one thing, but they really want to be telling you something else, or they want you to be doing something else. You'll also spot, when you spot something, means you'll notice, you'll say, aha, there's an opportunity, and you're an opportunity to build bridges. That means to make connections with other people, maybe some friendships or some kind of networking with other colleagues. You'll be able to know how to do that if you're paying attention, whereas if you weren't paying attention in the meeting, you might totally miss something that happens. And also, they talk a lot about these days about being, well, that means they can't get rid of you. So if you are an employee in a company, it's really good if you are indispensable. That means they can't really replace you. They don't want to get rid of you. That means you're going to be pretty secure in your job. And to the people who matter, those would be the people like the bosses, your managers, things like that. So that's one way of succeeding on multiple levels. So all those different things he talked about, those multiple or the many levels. So Aisha,
Yes.
when you were studying in the university, did they talk about that, like how to be in meetings and things like that?
Yes, but I'm not really good at multitasking.
Mm-hmm.
For example, even if I'm on the phone and I try to write something, I'm not able to do
Yeah.
both at the same time. I have to stop. I automatically stop talking and
Pay
continue
attention.
writing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not good at that.
So paying attention is something that you're good at then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm more the person who pays the attention. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, that's good. That's good because that's kind of what you want to be doing, right? You want to be doing the human resources, and that's probably going to be a lot of listening to people and being in meetings and all that kind of stuff, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Rodolfo, what about you? Do you find it hard to pay attention if you're in a meeting?
No, I don't have any problems when I'm in meetings, but I have problems when I'm at class to pay attention at class.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it's very hard for me because sometimes there are some teachers that are only like saying a lot of things,
Uh-huh.
and they don't. Uh, they just are like, oh, do you understand this? Well, then the next topic, this.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand this? Oh, okay, the next topic.
Yeah.
And yes,
So you're
yeah,
not being engaged enough. Like you're just listening.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, it only happens to me in the university because here in Berlin, all the teachers are very cool.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
I pay all the attention. I try to pay attention at every classes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good. Yeah, sometimes at the university it can get boring if teachers just lecture. That's what we call it, just lecture all the time. They just, yeah. So do you ever fall asleep in class, Rodolfo?
Yes, the last semester.
Yeah.
Yes, the last semester I was falling asleep almost every class because I had to do the professional practice in the morning, and in the afternoon, and then go to class from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Wow.
Yes, and it was very. I was very tired almost all the time.
Yeah. I remember taking an economics class, and it was right after lunchtime, so like around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was so hard to stay awake during that class. I always fell asleep for about half the class. It was kind of boring too, like Aisha said. Aisha, have you fallen asleep in class before?
Unfortunately, yes. I think like twice. But for my excuses, once it was after my tennis game and I was really tired.
Yeah. Sometimes in order to stop myself from falling asleep, I would sit right up in the front because I didn't want the teacher to see me falling asleep. So I would sit up in the front so that I wouldn't fall asleep. I would try to stay awake.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Yeah. Juan, how are you doing?
Hi, how are you? Very good, and you?
Good, thanks. So we're just talking about this article. I don't know if you have been following with us. Um,
Uh, just for the last 5 minutes.
okay, yeah. So it's just an article about this guy wrote in a business magazine 8 things not to do. So, you know, typically you have a lot of things to do on your to-do list, and so he's telling us these different things not to do. And the last one we just read about was not to try to multitask or to do many different things when you're in a business meeting, when you're in a meeting with other people.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were just talking about that. And do you, what do
I
you,
see, yes. Number
yeah,
2,
yeah, Juan, so do you work or do you study?
I
Are you
work.
working? And what do you do for work?
I'm an IT technician.
Okay, so do you have to spend time in meetings with other people?
Yes, actually, I have to attend meetings on a weekly basis.
Mm,
Sometimes physical meetings, the majority of times are like classes in verbally or
uh-huh.
through webcam and services
Okay,
and those
yeah.
kind of services.
Uh-huh.
But I do agree with not trying to multitask when in a meeting,
Yeah.
because I don't know if there's people that have that ability to really concentrate in all those things at a
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Um, Myself, in my humble opinion, to be honest, I can't. So I always how do you make
You
the
always
accent prioritize?
prioritize? You always prioritize?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. The thing I'm doing at the moment, and in case of a meeting, well,
Yeah.
just focus in the topic of the meeting
Yeah, that's
and
good.
take a lot of notes.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Well, that's what he's saying is to pay attention to what's going on in the meeting because like we were saying before you came into class that I actually was saying that I've read some research that shows that it's the brain actually can't multitask. You're actually doing one thing at a time, and so even though it might look like you're trying to do a lot of different things at once, you're really only able to concentrate a little bit, you know, at one thing at a time. So most of the time people who are trying to multitask are very inefficient in what they're doing, so it's worse overall. And so yeah, that's what people are learning about now. So a lot of businesses definitely want you to pay attention and focus. So it sounds like you don't have a problem with that.
No,
That's good.
just my bosses,
Yeah.
because they do want me to multitask.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it is kind of funny because in a meeting, but it's interesting because we were talking about also the first one was talking about not checking your phone when you're talking to somebody, but that's sometimes a hard thing to not check your text message if you hear a text message come in. But that's kind of the same thing, and even on it's kind of funny sometimes, like if you're on Facebook or Skype. Sometimes you know that the person's not really listening to you because they're probably looking at something else or chatting with somebody else at the same time, but
Hmm.
you don't see that, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah, so it's
but
definitely
but
interesting.
in
Yeah.
that case, I also, if you allow me to add, I also
Uh-huh.
think that is disrespectful to
Yeah,
the
that's
other
what.
person,
Yes, that's what he was
because
saying. Yeah.
okay, yeah, I
Go
have
ahead.
read stuff like that
Mhm.
also in other articles and
Mm.
talk with people,
Yeah.
and I consider it is very rude because, well, it depends in the if you're with a coworker and is related to work, or the
Sure.
text message or what you're checking is related
Sure.
to
Yeah.
what you, but I don't know, if I'm hanging out with you as friends and we're having a good time and I'm just looking at the phone,
Right.
I don't know. I consider that is not giving the importance the other person has.
Right. Yeah, yeah. In fact, up here in the first one, when he was talking about that, he was saying that if you stop checking your phone, then you're going to make people feel like you really care about them and that they're important, and that that's going to benefit you as well. You know, because people like to feel like you care about them and that you're paying attention to them. Yeah. So. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to read this one, and then you can read it after me since you haven't read yet. Number 3,
Okay.
think about people who don't make any difference in my life. So that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to think about people who don't make any difference in my life. Trust me, the inhabitants of planet Kardashian are okay without you. But your family, your friends, your employees, all the people that really matter to you are not. Give them your time and attention. They're the ones who deserve it. So that's kind of along the same lines. So you can read that one.
Okay. Think about people who don't make any difference in my life. Trust me, the inhabitants of the planet Kardashian are okay without you. But your family, your friends, your employees, all the people that really matter to you are not. Give them your time and attention. They are the ones who deserve it.
Yes. So do you guys know what he's referring to when he talks about planet Kardashian?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't really know because I don't watch a lot of TV. I watch movies or things on the internet or whatever. But yes. So basically, watching these people's lives and becoming more interested in people like, I guess, Kim Kardashian or other people in her family that are on like reality TV shows and things like that. So that seems a pretty obvious thing to do, yet he has to write about it in an article. So it must be happening out there, I suppose, that a lot of people are paying more attention to famous people or people on the screens more than they're paying attention to their own family members or their friends or something like that. Have you noticed that at all in your life, Aisha?
Not really in my life, but
No?
I do watch the Kardashians.
Why do you watch it? What is so interesting about it?
I don't know if it's interesting, but it's intriguing because I don't know why I watch their TV show. I really don't know.
Do you
I
watch
think
it
you
in
can-
English or in French?
Yeah, in English.
Oh, okay. So you can.
Yeah.
It helps you learn English.
Yeah, I only watch TV in English.
Oh, okay.
It's been 3 years now.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so you're learning a lot of English.
Yeah, but I don't know why I watch the TV show. Don't ask me, please. I just realized I don't know why I'm watching it.
So I've actually never seen that show. So what happens, like in an episode? What are you watching, anyways? What are they doing?
You just follow them on their life.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah,
is it interesting? I mean, are they doing like funny things, stupid things, interesting things?
It depends on the day, but I can assure you that they're doing crazy things sometimes.
And what is it, that they're just rich or something, or what?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
They're rich, and the TV show help all the families, so they start their own business.
Ah, okay.
So the TV show is about all the families. So you follow all the girls in their lives, their work, and
Yeah.
you learn. Well, you don't learn, but you see what they're doing.
Yeah. Rodolfo, have you ever seen the Kardashians?
Oh, no. Yeah, I've heard about the show, but I haven't seen that show before.
Yeah.
Let's just say that isn't the kind of shows I watch on the TV.
Yeah. What kinds of things do you like to watch?
Oh, I like to watch more science fiction shows,
Mm-hmm.
and also drama shows, but like those that have more like medieval scenarios,
Mm-hmm.
and also very large and complex stories.
Mm-hmm. But that are like historical, more like what happened a long time ago.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. And what about you, Juan? What kinds of things do you like to watch?
Well, I never have seen that show either.
Yeah.
I
I
just heard
figured
about it,
not. Yeah.
and well, in TV, I don't watch as much as before some years ago. Not because I think that all TV
Whoops, can't hear you,
were
Juan.
more
Okay. You kind of cut out. Go ahead. Sorry.
that TV shows. Okay, the TV shows in general in the
Mm-hmm.
past were like more interesting and
Mm.
entertaining. Now
Yeah.
I can't seem to find that much. But I well I one no sitcom no one TV show that
Mm-hmm.
I did liked
Yeah.
but they didn't continue was Lie to Me
Uh-huh.
um, with
I don't.
Doctor. You never saw it?
No, I don't really watch TV, so I don't watch. I hear about some because now what's popular in the United States is sometimes after the series has finished for the year or something, people can watch it like on Netflix or they can get it on DVD and they can watch like the whole season in just a couple of days,
Mhm.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
hear about it like that.
I recently did that with this TV show. I don't know if anyone in the class also has seen it. Um, it's named White Collar.
White collar, uh-huh.
Oh
It's
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's one of my
It's
favorite.
not that.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's very good. It's oh no, go ahead.
No,
It's very good. It's entertaining and um, one TV show I did like a lot was ER
Uh-huh.
on those days and Seinfeld and a lot
Yeah.
of them from 10 years ago. But now uh, I see that some TV, the majority I just watch them in Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my kids, they watch a lot of different episodes, like, you know, of things, Big Bang Theory or
Ah,
Psych.
that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, they like watch Psych or what's the name of that one? Something about your mother.
How I Met Your
How I
Mother.
Yeah,
Met
yeah,
Your
yeah, yeah,
Mother.
yeah. How I Met Your Mother. They watch that one sometimes. And, yeah. So this white collar one, that was a good one. I put it up on the
Yes,
screen.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it exists in real life, but the plot is about a division of the FBI that specializes
Mm.
on
Hmm.
white collar crimes.
Crimes. Oh,
So
okay. Yep.
yeah, so they recruited one felon that previously was a con man. Well, that is a con man,
Mhm. Mhm.
and now he works for against the bad guys too.
Oh, okay. So they hired
It's
him, huh? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that looks interesting.
yeah, and the star. Well, he is a very good looking man, so I think
Yeah.
the guys that when we watch that we say, well, he has everything we would like to have.
Yeah.
He has the lady, he has the
Good
so
looks.
some
Nice
yeah, he has
clothing.
everything.
Nice clothes. Yeah,
Yeah.
look at those suits. Did
So
you watch
there's
that
a
one,
little
Aisha?
envy too.
Not that one, but I discovered a new drama show
Uh-huh.
a few days ago, and
Yeah.
the name is Suits.
Suits?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, okay.
I
Is that
love
one
the
good?
show. Oh,
Uh,
it's incredible, and
What's it
it's
about?
like
I'll watch it.
It's about can I say that? It's a law firm.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have a like the best of the best of the best lawyer,
Yeah.
and he recruit a genius guy,
Yeah.
but the guy didn't have a degree, a law degree. He
Okay.
didn't study, but
Uh-huh.
he hired him and he worked like a lawyer, and that's the show. Like I will let you discover, but it's a really good show. Then
Okay. You don't want to give
the,
it away.
exactly the third season will start in July 18th.
Okay. So did you watch it like on Netflix or something, or how did you watch the old episodes?
Yes, on Netflix, like one week. It took me 1 week for 2 seasons.
2 seasons.
Exactly.
Yeah, you had a binge. That's what they call it.
Yeah, you
A
could not
binge.
stop. If when that episode you want to know what will happen, you just can't stop. I swear to you.
Yeah, I had a friend, and he said he went to like not a resort, like a little cabin on an island or something, and he was having a little personal retreat. But what he really was doing was watching all the episodes of something called 6 Feet Under or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and he was watching all of the episodes. Yeah,
Wow.
crazy. Okay, all right. Let's keep reading the article. See what else we shouldn't do every day. Okay. Use multiple notifications. You don't need to know the instant you get an email or a text or a tweet or anything else that pops up on your phone or computer. If something is important enough for you to do, it's important enough for you to do without interruptions. Focus totally on what you're doing, then on a schedule you set. Instead of a schedule you let everyone else set, play prairie dog and pop your head up to see what's happening, and then get right back to work. Focusing on what you are doing is a lot more important than focusing on other people. We could say on what other people might be doing. They can wait. You and what is truly important to you cannot. Okay, Rodolfo, why don't you read that?
Yes. Use multiple notifications. You don't need to know the instant you get an email, or a text, or a tweet, or anything else that pops up on your phone or computer. If something is important enough for you to do, it's important enough for you to do without interruptions. Focus totally on what you're doing. Then, on a schedule you set, instead of a schedule you let everyone else set. Play prairie dog and pop your head up to see what's happening, and then get right back to work. Focusing on what you're doing is a lot more important than focusing on what other people might be doing. They can wait. You and what is truly important to you cannot.
Yeah, good. So I've been seeing this piece of advice in a lot of different books that I've been reading and articles online and stuff, and it's really true. I actually check my email probably too much throughout the day, and I do notice that it can wait. So I have been starting to set my own schedule, but it's a little bit difficult because I have some businesses that I run and I need to get emails. But yeah, I'm wondering if you guys, the main thing, I think you guys probably understand most of those things, all those words. The one thing is a prairie dog. I don't know if you guys know what a prairie dog is. I'll find a picture here, but one of how you spell it? Dog is they live underground and then they pop their head up, like they pop their heads up like that. So that's the image that he was writing about there. So every now and then you can check out and see what's happening, but then you want to get right back to work. So you want to start working again because working is what is important to you. And I don't know. I think I agree. It's interesting because we're letting everybody else dictate when we do things. So we hear the beep and we check our email, but it's kind of like the phone almost too. Like sometimes if you answer the phone, it can interrupt what you were doing, and it wasn't necessarily that you wanted to talk to anybody, but somebody wanted to talk to you. So that's kind of interesting. So Rodolfo, do you check your email on a schedule, or how often do you check your email every day?
I usually check my email in mornings. And also when I come back from school, I check my email again, just to be sure that I don't have any unread emails in my inbox.
Yeah.
But Go ahead. I just wanted to say that I don't like it because there's people that usually check their emails when they are in class. In the cell phone or in the tablets. But I just don't like that. Yes.
Yeah. What about you, Juan? Do you have a set schedule for your checking email, or how often do you do it?
No, what I do is I have it on the phone. I have the phone program to check it continuously.
Yeah.
But what I do is assign rules for and labels for every different kind of emails.
Yeah.
So and I also set the phone to do not disturb mode. So there's a way to assign that it will only beep or ring.
Oh, right. Yeah.
For determine emails and also for determine calls.
Yeah.
So that's a way. For example, that's a way I know I won't miss an important call or email.
Sure.
By turning it off.
Yeah.
But also I will not receive any buzz or vibration of the phone for something that is not that important at the moment.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you probably get quite a few emails during the day if you're an IT person.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. So that's a very easy way to prioritize and also what I just read the headers, either if I'm on the phone
the headers,
or on the
the
computer.
subject or whatever. Yeah.
And I say, well, this isn't that important. This is not, and this is, and that's what I do.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's good. What about you, Aisha? What do you do?
I read my email like every hour. Pathetic, I know.
That's like me.
But when I was working,
it's
like 3 times per day.
Yeah.
I find it's a lot, but you can help it.
Yeah.
Teacher.
Yeah.
Well, I think that reading your email every hour must be well, it can make you distracted from your activities.
Yes.
Yes,
it does.
Because I used to check an account I had on a PEP webpage for new messages from the other members. And when I was doing homework, I usually got distracted a lot, and I couldn't get done any single exercise.
Right. Yes, it's true. Even now on Facebook, for example, for me, if I'm looking at Facebook, because I have some business stuff on Facebook too, and if I forget to turn off my chat, then I have all these people start saying, "Hi, how's it going? What's up?" And they just want to chat. It's not really very serious, so I have to remember to turn off my chat or make myself invisible on Skype or something, because I sometimes I feel badly because I don't want them to think that I'm rude, for example, but also I don't have time to chat with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely can be distracting because sometimes I just decide to say hi back and then they start a whole conversation, you know? So, yes, it can be very distracting to me. And I know to other people it's for sure. It sounds like
Yeah,
you guys are pretty good. I think guys are
no,
better sometimes. What, Juan?
no. Well, I do the same when I know
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to talk with the other person, and I also don't want to be rude.
Yeah.
I just prefer not to log into any chat at all.
Yes. Yeah. Even when
But
I'm logged out, they still chat me up, just thinking that I might be there. You know?
yeah,
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah.
but I just have to disagree with something.
Okay.
I do think that women are better for that, for multitasking and
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Go ahead.
I had a girlfriend that she was like Wonder Woman, and I also have met another other women that are like Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just me or the majority of guys were like dumber, so
Well,
can only do
actually,
one thing at a time.
I heard
Hmm.
well, I heard it like as a from an evolutionary point of view where women because they raise children and they're, known to be more nurturing in the sense that they have to take care of a lot of things, babies crawling around,
Hmm.
nursing, gathering food, this kind of thing, a while ago, historically for humans as we evolved. And men, they had to be more focused for hunting. So
Hmm.
I read that some people suggested that maybe that's why it seems that women have an easier time switching from one. It's not that they're doing everything all at once, but they can hold a lot more things in their view and also be able to switch quickly, very quickly, between picking this kid up over here and then taking the pan off the stove and doing all of this, while the man oftentimes can just only talk to one person at a time or focus on one thing at a time and really needs to pay more attention in order to be able to really know what he's doing,
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Um, it's a virtue, one of all the virtues
Mm.
from women.
Yeah.
I just wish they could understand that's the reason why
Yeah.
we don't remember
Yeah.
some things. It's not that we don't love them or we just forgot because we just forgot. It's really an evolutionary thing.
Yeah.
So
And it's true, and it's hard to understand because as a woman, it's hard to understand why can't you be like me? And it's the same thing for you. Like, well, I'm not like you, so why can't you
mhm,
be like me?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. That's an age-old problem.
yeah, it's
Yeah. Yep. So, all right, let's see. It doesn't matter if we don't get through all of this, but we'll see how we go. Okay. 5, let the past dictate the future. So remember, this is what you don't want to do. Mistakes are valuable. Learn from them, then let them go. Easier said than done? It all depends on your perspective. When something goes wrong, turn it into an opportunity to learn something you didn't know, especially about yourself. When something goes wrong for someone else, turn it into an opportunity to be gracious, forgiving, and understanding. The past is just training. The past should definitely inform, but in no way define you unless you let it. Okay, Aisha.
Let the past dictate the future. Mistakes are valuable. Learn from them, let them go. Easier than easier said than done. It all depends on your perspective. When something goes wrong, turn it into an opportunity to learn something you didn't know, especially about yourself. When something goes wrong for someone else, turn it into an opportunity to be gracious, forgiving, and understanding. The past is just training. The past should definitely inform, but in no way define you unless you let it.
Yeah. So that's pretty common advice nowadays too. Is mistakes are fine. They're valuable actually. That's how you learn how to. If you do, some people still don't learn even when they make a lot of mistakes. But usually, if you make a mistake and you learned from it, then that's fine. Then you just keep moving ahead. And he's just saying it just depends on your perspective. So your perspective, how you view something, how you're looking at it. And I thought this was pretty good. Something goes wrong. So if something happens to somebody else, like a colleague messes up or makes a mistake, then instead of chewing them out, which means yelling at them or telling what the heck, what's your problem, you can be gracious. That means where you're polite and you can forgive them and understand, and then that way you guys can both move ahead. So how do you feel about that statement, Juan? Do you ever come across problems with other people in your work and making mistakes? How do you respond to other people making mistakes? Juan?
Sorry, I was in mute.
Okay.
Yes, it happens to me.
Mm-hmm.
To me and for me. And I follow the same advice of the article. Approach the person and give feedback about the issue in the positive and first the negative, the negative side, analyze the reason why it happened, and then solve it with positive feedback and look for a solution. I think that's what we should do in any case, in any scenario. Look for a solution.
Yeah, rather than just keep talking about the problem, just start working on the solution. Yeah, guys are good at that. That's another difference between guys and girls. Sometimes the girls just want to talk. And the guys are like, okay, I heard enough. Let's solve this problem. Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes they're just we don't know that they are just talking and they just want to talk. So we just say, okay, yes. So now what?
Yeah. Now what?
So we sound like
insensitive. Yes.
yeah, and that caused a lot of days without.
Yes.
Without talking or. Right?
Yes. Or other things. Yeah.
But you guys need to know that we have to talk to let it go.
Yes.
And it's in the advice.
Yes. Yes. When I talk to guys, they learn that after a while of being married. Many of them.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. What?
You don't get that you evolution. Yes, it's also an evolution for us, the guys, when we're younger and I don't know if you could say naive or just learning from relationships. That happens, but after you have lived with someone and really love someone, you just get the you know how it is.
Yeah.
However, it's difficult because sometimes there's no time or it's not the moment for a long talk or a small talk. So I have a problem that I want like to. It's not to impose, just I propose like a schedule or hours for different kinds of talks and no ladies don't accept that. That's unacceptable.
Okay, your time's up. I listened to you for 5 minutes. Come on, let's go. Yeah, that's a very logical way to look at it. Which might work.
Yes, or
yes.
Or just say, okay, well, right now I don't know. Let's say we went out and I'm driving or she's driving or we're doing errands. Can't just we wait to get home?
Yeah.
And be relaxing, eating or whatever, and then talk to me all the hours you want. I'll be all ears.
I'm all ears all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
good.
sometimes they say, no, it's now.
Exactly.
Now or never. Or
Now,
I'll just
because
leave you and I'll go with my mom and I'll hate you for the rest of my life.
Do you think that's funny, Aisha?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Rodolfo, are you having the same experience with women as Juan is?
Oh, well, I don't have the same experience as one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
he missed the tough one.
maybe he's younger, so
Yeah, maybe. He's younger, probably. Yeah.
Yes.
but you will get
The training.
Yeah, you'll get your chance.
Oh, don't
you'll
afraid.
develop the skill to when the lady says no now, and even if you're driving and you're attending a call from what you'll manage to
Just keep
go
the
through.
conversation.
Well, just that all you have to know, Rodolfo, is the right answer is yes, dear. Yes,
Exactly.
dear. That's all
Time's
you
up.
have
Goodbye.
to learn. It's a simple training.
Time's
Yeah.
up.
actually
It's very
there's-
difficult.
There's a
It's very
actually,
difficult.
I don't know if it,
Oh yeah. Talk.
no go ahead.
Uh,
No,
eh,
just to finish, I was going to mention that there's a about this topic. There is a now the teacher said just know what to say. That yes, and there's a manual on the net.
Oh,
There's a
really?
different-
Okay.
Yeah, that says what a woman really means and what you should say. So it goes like when she says we have to talk.
Yeah.
It advises the guy, well, depending on the context, this may be dangerous, too dangerous to be, prepare yourself, stuff like that.
yes, I think that women language is one of the most complex languages in the world.
Yes.
Because one single expression can have a lot of meanings.
That's
Yeah.
true.
He's not so young.
He's learned something already.
Yeah.
Well, it helps to have sisters. So if guys grow up with sisters, sometimes they understand a little bit more. If they don't, they're in shock.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Did you
don't have
But
You didn't have any sisters.
no.
but basically, all it is, if she says yes, it's no, and if she says no, it's yes.
You have to. That's right. You have to read minds. You have to know. Right. Okay, you guys. Well, I think you guys pretty much look at my hair. Pretty much get the article. The last one was the number 6 was wait until I'm sure I will succeed. Basically, you don't want to wait, so do stuff. Don't worry about failing or making mistakes. You don't want to talk behind someone's back, so no gossiping and that kind of thing that can get you in trouble. And the number 8 was say yes when I really mean no. So don't do that. So that might be a good one with the girls too. So all right. Well, I'm glad you guys came to class. It was a small class, but that's beneficial for you guys because we got to talk more and have a good conversation. So that was fun. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you guys again another time.
Thanks for the
Thank
class.
you.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Take care. Have a good